Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today we will discuss about with using some data recipes. We will create one sample project. So in sample project already created, so that we'll look into that overview, how it is working, the recipes and so on. So okay. So first I will open with the data set. So in data set, date local. So this is the date. And ID 01, ID 18, ID 31. So three columns are available here. Consumption numbers is there. Temperature. So in temperature, if you observe with the data, some commas is there. Okay, some single numbers is there. Okay, we'll go back to. So here first we'll apply with data prepare recipe and uh, other data set called as the sites. So in sites ID called as, so in above other data set, ID 01, ID 18, ID 31. So these three are columns are there. Okay. And NAF, some code is there. NAF code. So for this code, chemical industry, hotels, etc. Data collected from and to. We go back. First, we'll open with the data prepare recipe. How we'll open this data prepare recipe called as, we are applying on data folder. So in data folder, click on the data prepare recipe and create this one. So data prepared. So the data set already created. So we'll look into this one. First, what happened called as, I will first switch off this all the recipes. The script I will first switch off. Otherwise, we will confuse how it is working. Okay. So this is by default to data set. So date local, ID 01, 18, 31, consumption, temperature. So first thing, you look into this, replace comma by dot in temperature column. In temperature column, comma is there. So comma will replace to dot because of the decimal number. So some decimal number wrong value is placed. So what I am doing here, replacements. So here comma replace to dot, that is substring. If I enable this step, you see the difference. So in place of 2 minus 2 comma 5 is minus 2.5, 1.1 minus 2.5, 1.1. So this way the replace function is to be working. Next, fold multiple columns into site or value. So fold multiple columns called as, so if you look into this data set, ID 01, ID 18, ID 31. So 100, something values is there. So what we are doing here, ID 01, ID 18, ID 31 will split into one column. These values will consider as value. The same. So for example, date local is there. So date local ID 1. What is the value 1? And I mean, 3 rows will be created here. For example, how many rows here? 30,000 rows. So out of 30,000, 90,000 rows will create now. So what column we are creating? The column for fold name is site. So this ID 01, ID 18, ID 31 column name is called as site. And this one, the numbers called as the value. Okay. Now, if you look into, I am enabling this step. You look, see. So these numbers are all empty. This is converted to this site. Site column is created. ID 01, ID 18, ID 31. So same time. Okay. And the values are 100. Now we'll remove these 3 columns. Okay. Next condition is, so keep rows where value is 1. So in value column, 10, some values is there. So we want only 1. Keep rows only 1. So keep rows values only 1. I'm enabling this step. So only we are filtering the data. So once only. Then next thing, remove columns ID01, ID18, ID31. So these columns we are removing. So once we enable this step, these three columns will be removed. Then fine. Next thing, we are joining with other data set. So earlier we discussed these ID01, ID18, ID31. Three rows is there. So that three rows is mixing to here. So based on this, what we say, this site 2, based on the site 2. So common column name is here join column site, dataset to join with sites. Join column in other dataset is ID. So columns to retrieve NAF code. So ID means in previous dataset the column name is called as ID. So this site 2 in this one. So once I enable, the column is to be added NAF code based on ID. So for ID01 chemical industry, ID18 hotels, ID31 also hotels. So accordingly, based on ID, the NAF code is to be added. Next, parse the date. So how I can parse the date is, here the format is given DD, MM, YY, hours and minutes. So here, if we click on here and click on parse date, so parse date will be enabled. So once I enable the condition, you see the column is to be created, date local parsed. Then extract date column. So that is extract date column is this one. So date local parsed. So based on this parsed column, we will extract year, month, date, hours, day, minutes and seconds. Okay. We'll look into this. Extract date components from here. You look at this year, month, day, week, hour, minutes, seconds, etc. For example, here I need only month, week, day, and hour. So three columns will create. So once I enable this step, three columns will create here based on this only. So month. So here look into this month. Month is 01. Week, day. So on the 2011 1 day is 6th day. Next, hour 0. So we given month, weekday and hour. That's done. Then rename to this NAF code. So last NAF code is there. NAF underscore code, I am renaming this one. So rename this one. Rename column NAF code to NAF underscore code. Then last step. One more time, this date local is parsed. So because of we need the day. So at the previous step also we can do, but he is doing with one more time. So but here the format is DDMMYY only. Based on this, we will create as day. So once this enabled, day will be created one more time. Column only created, so then the nothing is to be new in this one. Okay. So after then click on run. So once we run this one, then we'll move to other step. So from this recipe, compute data prepared and run. So job is starting build from this one. Okay. Now, so job is running. So once job is completed, we will move to, so it is running the other recipes also at the same time. Okay. We will see the data set. Final output, this one. So now we'll move to group by recipe. So based on this data set, we'll apply with the group by. So this is group by symbol, group recipe. So in group recipe, so based on day and based on site, we will group the data, and aggregations are, look this one, consumption day, temperature, average. So how many columns we need? 4 columns. So day, site, consumption day, average, temperature day, average. We'll open this one. See here, day, site, consumption day, temperature. So average is to be given ID01 on this particular day, average. Next, so direct to here, after applying the group recipe, we are doing with window recipe. So window recipe also one of the type of grouping only, but here we need limit preceding rows. So preceding rows called as 7. So every 7 days, like week, every week we need the aggregation. So first partitioning column as the site, order column as day, and limitation. So aggregations. In aggregations, I'm applying with lag difference. So lag difference of 1 comma 7 lag and average. So this one will see the output window recipe. So this is the window recipe showing. If you will drag this one, consummation day of previous week, temperature week, and temperature previous day. So this is the window recipe aggregations. After then, next join recipe. So how will join? So here data prepared lagged is there. The original data prepared also there. So we have common data that is common column is day and site. Based on this condition, we have to select. And what are all the columns we are selecting also here? What are the columns we need? That those columns I have selected here and join. So once join, then we are splitting the data also. So if you look into these two folders created here, split recipe based on year 2011 and 2012. So here we'll create two output dataset names. So location is data prepared 2011 and the following conditions. So where local path is strictly before 2012 and this one also strictly date local path is after or equal 2012. So this other data we had to drop, then run. So two data sets will be created. Okay. So this is another some machine learning part and R code is used and finally this one. So this is sample recipe only. If you are registered with the Dataiku sample recipe, so sample recipe is available. Please look into this one. Thank you for watching.